much. You have a good voice.
She had a nice voice, yeah. But the one song that I remember was The Little Boy That Santa Claus Forgot. She always sang that.
I don't think
Always.
I've heard that one.
Hmm?
I don't think I've heard that one. Who sings that?
I don't know who sings it, but Mum used to sing it. It was around Christmas.
Yeah.
It's called The Little Boy That Santa Claus Forgot. And goodness knows he didn't want a lot. He wrote a note to Santa for some soldiers on a drum, but he broke his little heart when Santa didn't come. And then it says, I feel so sorry for that laddie, because he doesn't have a daddy. He's the little boy that Santa Claus forgot. And she always used to sing that, and afterwards, you know, I was wondering, was she thinking of Ronnie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she used to sing to us.
Have you ever told Debbie that?
No, I don't think so. This thing that happened because we used to sit by the fire, and when the summer there was usually a few mice around.
Yeah.
And you know George, he's terrified of them. So him and I are in there this day. It was a sunny day, and I'm just watching, looking at the hearth, and he's on the rocking chair, and I'm on the stool here, and I see this mouse, and it comes out, and it goes right on the rocking chair. And I said, George. He said, what? I said, there's a mouse. Well, he jumped up, stood on the rocking chair, but the thing got scared and jumped on his leg.
He's screaming everywhere.
And he was screaming, I was sitting there and I was laughing. I laughed until I cried. Oh, it was so funny. He was petrified of them. And after that, I realised when I used to go out of a Friday with the girls and we come back from the dancing, we used to go to Locarno and that. He'd always be at the front door waiting to go in. He'd never go in. He'd always like, come on, now, kids, you.
Get everybody else to go in first.
And he'd get me to go in first. And afterwards I thought, why does he do that? And now I realised he was scared of the mice. You know, if you put the light on, the mice scatter, if there was any around.
Why did you have loads?
There was quite a few, yeah. But he was scared of them. And, you know, he was scared of moths.
Yeah.
Oh, one night we thought there was someone murdering him up in the bedroom. He'd gone up ahead of us and went up there. There was a moth in the room. And he was frantic. He was absolutely frantic. So I had to go around chase. I got her papers and just swatted it.
She lived in the... Did she live in a like a mews or something? Nan, little Nan.
It used to be a farmhouse, a stable. And then the farm disappeared, but they kept the stable and they made it into a little house. She only had 2 bedrooms, staircase, other bedrooms really small, one big one was big, and one big living room, nothing else, and a backyard. And in the living room there was a coal place where she used to put the coal. And it was a great big fireplace, you know, the hobs and that. Yeah, it was just a little house, 96 Smith Street.
Smith Street?
Yeah. It's right opposite Lambeth Road.
Oh, okay.
And there's a urinal.
I think that's all been knocked down now, hasn't it?
No,
is it still up?
Still there, yeah.
Oh,
Paul took me there when last I was here, last year.
Oh, did he? Yeah. And what was it
He
like?
took me all round.
So is your house still there?
No. Well, that's disappeared.
No, that's
But the urinal's still there. I think it was anyway. And then I went looking for the church where that picture's taken, where I'm standing outside my wedding dress.
Yeah.
And that's gone.
The church is gone. Really?
St Mary's, yeah. It was right next to the park. Him and I went to look for it and we couldn't find it. And I said, well, I know where it was. It was the Astoria Airwinds. And then we walked down a bit. I said, and it was the church and then the park. The park's
where
still
did
there.
you live when you had the air right? Remember you were saying they went, you...
Oh, it was around Nesfield Street. Top of Benton Valley. Like where Nan lived, we lived in Nesfield Street, which went into Everton Valley.
Yeah.
And she lived, when you got to the bottom of Everton Valley, you went down through a couple of streets and she just lived there, Lambeth Road.
Yeah, so that's where I had the shop, Ruskin Street.
No, Lambeth Road's way is more this way towards Scotland Road.
Oh, okay, so the other end.
Yeah, the other end. Carriage she got for us, a stroller. She got in the bus down in Liverpool and got all the way to Kirby.
Who, your nan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To bring it to me.
Yeah.
But they dropped her off at Kirby and she didn't, you know, with the industrial site.
Yeah.
And she didn't know where she was. I guess she walked for miles and miles and she ended up at the Farmer's Arms at midnight or just after, and it was all closed.
That's a long way, because the industrial
know.
site, that's like on the East Lancs,
Yeah.
isn't it?
She walked all
Bloody
that way,
hell.
pushing the pram. Anyway, she got to the Farmer's Arms and she knocked at the door and she said, do you know where Stan Newton lives from here? And he said, yes. Why? He said, well, she said, I want to go down there. She said, but I don't know exactly where it is. So one of the men said, well, come on, love, I'll take you. And he went out and he seen the pram. And he said, oh, well, he said, we'll leave this here. He said, it'll be all right till tomorrow. He said, come on, love. And he stuck her on his handlebars on the bike and rode her down to the cottage. And poor little thing, she was worn out. But that's the kind of thing she used to do for us. She was always helping. Salty Bill, the sailor, he was
Do
a
you
friend.
remember him?
Kind of, yeah. I remember him sitting on his knee when I was small. He used to visit her, and then he never stayed. He just used to visit her a lot. So I don't know exactly who he was, but that's what she used to call, oh, that's Salty Bill. Isn't that a funny name? He must have been in the Navy or something.
So how old was she when her husband left?
I don't know. I never knew she had a husband because I never
Nobody
ever seen
spoke
him.
about him, no.
No. Until that day, that woman knocked at the door, said he was dead.
Were you there when that happened?
Yeah. She knocked at the door and she said, oh, come here. You know, she said, I've just come to tell you that. I don't know whether his name was Henry or Herbers or whatever. He's dead. And she said, yeah. She said, but there's a policy. And she said, we can't cash it. She said, because you're his widow. And my man said, well, she said, we'll cash it. And she said, and we'll split it because you put up with the son of a bitch, she said. And that's what they did.
They split it? I thought she didn't.
No, she split it with her.
Yeah.
She said, you put up with him all these years, we'll just take half each. So I don't know what that one, but she didn't give him
A funeral?
no.
Either of them did. Neither of them did. He must have been right bastard.
Yeah, I remember that. Isn't it odd, the things you remember? That's when we lived.
What, your nan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lived in Smith Street with her. And Mum had gone out and he was always hanging on to Mum. Always. But she'd gone out round the corner and he's screaming and screaming and she couldn't quieten him. But there was a tram stop outside our house, and this woman knocked at the door and she said, "What are you doing to that child?"
Really?
And my nan said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, he hasn't stopped screaming." She said, "There's something wrong." "Mum, is that right?" She said, "Well," she said, "as you can see, I'm not touching him, he's still screaming." She said, "What's the problem?" She said, "His mother's gone out and he wants the money." And she looked, "Wouldn't be crying all this time." She said, "Well, wait around." And as they were talking, Mum came from round the corner, walked in, and he shot up like that, arms round her legs. She said, "See, he's a mummy's." Oh, he was always hanging on to Mum when we were small. I was the mean one, I guess.
You got evacuated?
About 5.
Yeah.
1939, 1940. I don't know how.
Was there loads of kids on the train?
Yeah. We all had tags on us. And Nan took us to the train.
Your mum never?
Not that I remember. Because Debbie said that her dad said to her that was the first time he realised we was brother
and sister?
Yeah, because she said, "Look after your sister," as the train was leaving.
Oh. And then what happened? How long were you on the train for?
Oh, I don't know.
Or did you go to Wales or something?
I went to Bridge North.
Where's that?
Don't know. Debbie knows where it is.
And then what, you just got billeted out?
Yeah, but we were separated. I was with one Mr. and Mrs. Gunn, but not far away. You know what I mean?
And what was he on his own?
Yeah, and they used to bring him to visit with me and that of a weekend. I don't know how long we were there.
You think they would have kept you together, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but they didn't.
Was it scary?
Oh, I didn't know them at first. It was.
Were they nice to you?
Yeah.
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 I bet you some of them weren't. Some of the kids were.
No, they were nice to me. But they were in a nice house. I know that was a nice house we lived in. Yeah. It was hard on kids then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it must have been really scary when you don't know if your parents don't get killed or something.
Mm, yeah. I'd come home from work and I was sitting in the back kitchen, like on a chair there, and it was like a little table with a goldfish in the bowl.
Yeah.
And he was drunk. Well, I don't know how drunk he was, but he'd had quite a few. And he kept putting his finger in the bowl and stirring it round. I said, "What are you doing that for?" He said, "I'm just giving it a little sail, make it feel at home." I said, "Oh, okay." And he kept doing it, and then he tried talking to me, and he couldn't make sense. And then afterwards, where did I see him after that? He came again, and he asked me out. I said, "I don't think so." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because as far as I can see, you're just like goldfish in a bowl." And I'm no goldfish. And he started laughing. He said, "Yeah, I know I was a bit." And he said, "But would you come out with me?" So I've forgotten where we went, but I went out with him. But that was funny. You're just sitting there, and I said, you were just drunk. I said, I don't like drunks. Oh. Him and Ronnie had been downtown. He's the one who told me about. I never knew about gays, people like that. I said, just been downtown with the lads. He's been in a couple of bars, and I said, oh. He said, you've never been there, have you? I said, no. He said, well, you shouldn't be going in there. I said, why? He said, well, they're not really lads. I said, what do you mean? He said, because they like boys. I said, what do you mean like boys? I said, all boys like each other. He said, no. He said, I'll explain it to you some other time. I didn't have a clue what he was on about, but they used to go in those bars and just rag the fellas, I guess. I don't know. Him and Ronnie and a few of his mates.
What, give them a hard time?
Mm-hmm.
Give them a hard time?
That's a girlfriend he had. And I said, oh. He said, yeah. He said we were out downtown, he said, and the elastic snapped in her knickers. I said, what? He said, the elastic, and she was kind of holding herself. And she said, I've got to go home. He said, why? So she told him. And he said, well, just walk ahead of me and let them drop. Step out of them, and I'll put them in my pockets.
I thought that was you.
No. Not me, no. Someone else. I thought, oh, my heavens.
What is to do?
I don't know. Who?
Dad. What was there? Albert?
Well, there was, let's see, there was Alan. There was Bert, Alan, Madge, Dorothy,
Albert.
Did I say Alan?
Yeah, what about Polly? Was that his aunt or?
Hmm?
Oh, was Polly his auntie?
Yeah, Polly was his auntie. But she was the boss. She used to go to the... He was always drinking, her husband, so she used to be on the bus and outside the works when he come out with his paycheck, because she used to get pay packets.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Take it off.
And sometimes I don't know, he'd scrape a few things and he'd be going on a charbang. And she'd say, not without me, you know.
On a what?
They call it a charbang. It was a bus like going to Blackpool or something.
Oh, okay.
And she'd be there, going to Blackpool, you get, oh, it's mine. And go with your mates. She was in charge, I'll tell you. But I guess he was really a drinker,
Just drink it all.
But she was funny. Mind your own business, you old bat. Just like you.
What, like Aunt Polly?
Yeah, but I'm telling the way you talk to people, like sometimes.
What, to get it off my dad?
Mm-hmm. Keep your nose out of our business, he'd say. But he liked her.
Was she married or anything?
Yeah, she had a husband.
Because she used to live behind Nan as well when she retired in that little...
She lived in the same row of houses, but she lived in, I don't know where it's number 2, and Stan's mum lived in number 8, in those row houses.
No, when they retired, I mean, when she was in that little...
Oh, I don't know.
She lived behind her, and when we'd go visit, she'd always say to Karen, nosy old cow.
Oh, she was. She knew everybody's business, Auntie Paul. But it was her daughter, I've forgotten what her daughter's name was, that used to be in charge of those homes for the elderly.
Yeah, she looked after it all, didn't she?
Yeah. She was married to a Welshman, We used to call him Taffy. Nana Newton was in charge there too.
What, was he quiet, was he?
Yeah. She used to meet him at the back door and he couldn't, because he had those pigs, eh? And she'd be there, take your boots off, wash them off. You're only allowed in the kitchen. He wouldn't. She had the front room that was for visiting. Now you couldn't go in there.
But everybody did that, didn't they? They had like the parlour. Yeah, but it must have stunk all the pig muck. Must have honked.
Oh, they were way back. Wasn't that bad. He had a nice big shed for them.
Yeah.
He had all the floor all concreted, all the artificial lights to keep the babies warm.
Yeah.
It was really well looked after. We always used to have fresh pork from one of the pigs for Christmas.
But that was nice.
The leg of pork or whatever it was we used to have. Groceries, like we buy groceries from them, bacon and things like that. Remember, bought a cake from them, you know, a 2-layer one. And we were having some after supper. I cut it, you know the way you cut it in sections? And I took mine. I was busy talking and then I looked. And then I seen these little legs flipping like that. And we opened it up with some, what do you call them? A yellow jack.
What's a yellow jack?
Wasp.
Oh, okay.
And if I had bitten that,
that would have been...
I nearly had a fit. So I told them when they come. So she gave me another one. I said, there's no more yellow jacks in there, I hope. Stephen. Like, because you just used to go to her and we'd take our stuff and she'd mark it down, but we'd pay her Friday.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So Stephen used to say, well, he walked in one day and he had a whole pile of popsicles in his pocket.
Oh, what, just went and got him on tip?
No, he didn't. He just took them. And we didn't see him.
Yeah.
And I said, where did you get them? He said, oh, what was their name? Some van. He said, I took them off the van. I said, well, you can't take things like that. I said, did Mrs. Heighton know? He said, no. He said, you take things and you don't pay. I said, yeah, but Mummy marks it down and we pay her on Friday. I said, so you've got to go back and tell her that you took them. So he had to go and tell her when she came, I took these, but I didn't tell you because I thought we didn't have to pay for them. Yeah, that was funny. At the woman, so look at all those rings, because she had all diamonds on, you know. And she started talking, and I heard her, and I said, are you Midgley? Because they all had that husky voice. It was Mary Midgley, Mary. George's sister, yeah. And she said, I said, yeah. I said, oh, she said, who are you? And then I told her, she said, oh, George is, yeah. I said, yeah, that's right. But Karen was, oh, look at those rings. Fingers.
Is that a good book, old woman? Have you read the other one already?
Which one?
The first one?
Of this? I don't know.
The witches one
Oh yeah.
and Taltos.
Yeah, I've read them. This is about the way they castrate boys to keep who've got beautiful voices.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I read that one.